Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Today is Thursday, April 21st. All right, Google missed. They missed by a large margin. Starbucks missed. Microsoft is down. SPY is down after hours. It is what it is. It's time. It's time we start to reverse. All right, let's take a look at Google. If you were following my trades, I put out a trade alert on Google for puts, and those will be doing very well. What's my target and time frame? Well, my trade members know that, but just to let you know, here's a gap here at 744, and yeah, that's gone. 715, well, we've already tagged that. We're at 722 right now. I do have a gap here at 759 that we can get in the short term, and we also have a gap down here at 523. That'll be the long-term buying opportunity again. When we come down to 523, I know people think I'm crazy, but it is what it is until it isn't. So taking a look at the weekly, that was the daily that we were looking at for GOOG. You can see it's been in a beautiful uptrend to the upside, but it looks like it's going to come back down again after it breaks this trend line that it has had to the upside. So it's been a beautiful move from, down here at 5 and change, but it just tells you the state of the economy from 500 to 759. You know, people aren't spending money. It's just that simple. So you can see here, 659 is going to take you in line with the 50-day moving average. For the longer term, like I said, this is a weekly, and here's your lower Bollinger Band. So when we start getting a push, we will be under this tomorrow, the 200 and the middle Bollinger Band on the weekly. Pushing it out to the monthly, there's plenty of room for this to come down. You can see where the support is here from the split. And where that gap is here, you can see your Stowe crossed over. That was one of my signals that I wanted to grab this at, and it was pushing to the upside. It's had a big move to the upside, and there are a few other reasons, but for now, just keeping it simple. You can see, the 523 isn't out of the question. 659 is going to be more logical. You have some support right here. So if we can get that next week, our 700 puts that I alerted are going to be very lucrative, to say the least. We'll see how it holds in the morning. Apple's actually fallen after hours. I have two alerts out on that. Those are up very nicely at this current time. We'll take a look at the daily first. You can see the daily. Ever since I hit this trend line, it's been just coming down. Could not power over it. Everything was a little bit overbought at this point. They tried twice, but it couldn't do it, and it's just been epic fail ever since. And then QCOM, I guess, lowered something anyway. Anyway, we get a gap here at 102.82, but more importantly, we get a gap at 94.81. Earnings are next week. We're already in our trades for this, but you can see on the weekly here, middle Bollinger Band's 102.82, and also where the gap is 102.82. This should be very fast. But from this upper lower to lower Bollinger Band, we could probably get some killer numbers next week on a miss. But it's nice to be proactive. Taking a look at the monthly, you can see the trend line was intact here, and it just couldn't break over it. So that's when the puts came into order, and is working out just fine. So you can see here on the monthly, boom, boom, and boom, it gave it up. So now we should get this 94.81, the lower Bollinger Band, and potentially we could get down here to this trend line, and maybe lower, but we'll have to see what, not trend line, support line at 91.69. We'll have to see what happens. That is the monthly chart on Apple. Amazon also is coming in, but let's take a look at Starbucks real quick. And Sam, Starbucks is down 3. And we'll look at Microsoft maybe also. Starbucks is down 3 now, so it's probably down, let's see, 1, 2, 3 on the daily. Okay, so we're going to have to move this out a little bit more. Any identifiable gaps? Let me just check real quick. Yep, there's one right there. 59.70. Okay, so from where it is right now, that's 98 cents. So it's going way back to some lows here. I don't see any gaps. So let's go right to the monthly on Starbucks. It's had a beautiful split here, and on the split, it has moved fantastic to the upside. Here is our low punch right here, and at 45.22, you're going to have nice support right here at 52.73. If that breaks, understand we're probably going to hit the 42.79 for a re-entry. So keep an eye on that. So Starbucks, and then we'll look at one more here. Probably Sam. Yeah, Sam's down like 22 after hours. Here's the target right here at the 128. So I do think we're going to get this 128 before it's time again. We'll have to see, but it's going to have some support at the 150, 179, and if that holds, then we can probably get some motion to the upside. But it's been coming down quite a bit. As you can see here, we've already come down, hit some lows, dropping $163 from the high, and they're definitely finishing that off by taking it a little bit lower. I would look at this one, and if the market does crumble, we can look at 76 for this also, but we'll have to see what happens. But more, really looks like it's going to probably hit 128 before it gets rolling again. All right, so Amazon, those earnings are coming in too. Keep an eye on this one. RSI is pretty high. I'm not saying it's going to drop significantly or it's going to go up significantly. I'm not saying any of that, but these are my gap numbers: 509, 536, 579, 597. Those are all gaps. Understand that our STO MACD histogram here, we came and we spiked and hit our top, and we've been drifting ever since. So your STO's up high too, has not fully reset. So it did hit this 50 SMA. The 20 SMA middle Bollinger Band, and then popped off of that. But definitely keep an eye on these earnings. You can see a beautiful candle here that's starting to form. Whoop, I missed that gap. That's a gap right there. But you can see relative strength index is in the cloud. You do have this gap, 536 and 509 on the shorter term time frame. So keep an eye on that. All right. I will put these next trades for earnings out on my trades. So if you're not following me, follow me on my trades, and you will get those alerts on WhatsApp. Okay, you'll get it delivered right to your phone, so you don't have to do any of the work. We'll do all the work, all the technicals and everything. And before I will send out the alerts prior to me making any kind of purchase. But here's a nice little gap right here for 46. Think we're going to get there? We'll see what happens. All right, this is Matt over MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Click on the link here on this video and join WhatsApp today. We have over 70 people following us on WhatsApp right now, and it is going outstanding. There are many, many trades on there I think we have 17 trades going right now, and only one is 2% red. Everything else is green, and they don't expire until next week or longer. We also did some leaps, so make sure you follow along. Good stuff, good stuff. Have yourself a fantastic night.